Hello. I woke up early, I got ready, and then my kids woke up. So I dealt with that. And by the time I could record again, morning traffic happened. So I hope this audio is okay. Oh, I guess I should turn my audio on. Okay. Now my microphone should be on. So, hello. Here we go. Today, I want to do a review, spoiler-free, pretty much, of The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This was the best book club pick this month. So if you want all the spoilers, that goes up at the end of the month. I'll put all the information down below. But here, for now, spoiler-free, in that I'm going to tell you not the ending, but this is the world's most predictable book. So it's going to feel like I'm spoiling it, but I'm not. Don't worry. It's still a good time. So my spoiler is it doesn't have a sad ending. So sorry if that's too much, but I found it quite helpful to know. Oh, it is April, and it is 8:10 in the morning, and it's just chilly enough. I love it. So yes, normally I would find a book being as predictable as this one kind of annoying, but in this case, I don't mind. In this case, I'm perfectly fine with it, and I'll let you know why. Oh, but first, hey. Thanks. Okay, so we'll get to that. But yeah, so the book, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, I had never heard of this book. I know, it's super popular, and it's everywhere. It won Goodreads Fiction Pick of the Year last year, and I had never even seen the cover. I do not know how I missed this book, but completely, it meant nothing to me until it was picked as the book club book. And I'm so happy that it was, because I really liked it. All right, Matt Haig. Who the heck even is this guy? I didn't know. But turns out he's written a buttload of books. 7 novels, 11 children's novels, and 7 nonfiction books. So, well, 6. The 7th is coming out this year. Y'all, that's a lot of books for me to have never heard of this guy. And a bunch of them have been optioned for movies, including this one. Including The Midnight Library has been optioned for a film, which, personally, I think is kind of a shame. It would make such a good limited series. But nobody asked me. Again. Okay, but let's talk about the book I'm actually talking about. The Midnight Library is about a woman named Nora Seed. She is 35 years old, and she is having a tough time. She has situational depression. She loses her job, loses her cat. She's just having a really bad time. Now, lots of people would just write a country song and be done with it. But Nora decided to die. So, content warning for depression, death, and suicide. This isn't really a spoiler. It happens. She's very happy this morning, can you tell? So this isn't really a spoiler since it happens at the very beginning of the book. Literally, the first line of the book is, 19 years before she decided to die, Nora Seed sat in the warmth of the small library at Hazeldean School in the town of Bedford. So, yeah. It's not a secret. It's the first words of the book. Between life and death is a place that some people go that presents differently depending on who you are. For Nora, it's a library. In this library, there are a ton of books that all have inside of them the alternate lives she could have lived if she had made different choices. There is a heavy book of regrets, so she gets ideas for what she could change, picks a book off the shelf, lives that life. If it's not the life for her, she goes back to the library. If she finds a life that fits, she'll stay. It's a very cool concept, and I really quite enjoyed that. It's very Groundhog Day. Even though I've never seen Groundhog Day, I am terrible at movies. Every life starts at midnight, and she just goes from there. She lives all sorts of different lives. I really like jumping around from each life to the next, and each life has a different lesson that hits close to home that I think anybody can relate to. It's very nice. But like I said, this book was about depression and suicide and regret. So how? And like I had said, this book is super predictable. I want you to imagine how you think this book ends. And yeah, that's how it ends. So I've touched on it briefly in another video, but I am somebody who has an ongoing discussion with my doctor about my own depression. And since I am usually medicated, not right now because I've got a baby in my belly, but I'm very, very careful with my own mental health. So when I go into books like this, especially, during a pandemic with 2 little kids, pregnant, just things are weird right now. So I've been extra, extra delicate with myself and my brain. So when I started this one and it was like, she decides to die, I thought, ooh, are we doing this? But it was okay. It was actually very uplifting and hopeful, and I ended up really enjoying it. If this one didn't have an uplifting and positive outcome, I wouldn't have been impressed with it. It would have felt bad. I liked being able to go into each life with her and be able to focus on the lesson from each life and not worry about the outcome for Nora, the character, in general. This one also reads very quickly. The way that the chapters are formatted make it so you're with her through a life for like 10 pages, maybe 15 pages. So you're really flipping through these lives quickly. And yeah, if you are in a reading slump and you're looking for something to maybe bust you out of it, this would be a good one to try. For the most part, this book seems to be a real crowd pleaser. Lots of people like it. Lots of people love it. And of course, not every book is for every reader, but this one is, I think, a pretty safe bet to try. If you're looking for an enjoyable, thought-provoking, interesting, quick read, I really don't think you can go wrong. Like I said, not every book is for every reader though, so make sure you know these content warnings, and if it's not something that would be good for you right now, maybe don't. But as somebody who does struggle and is very, very aware of my own mental health around these types of issues, I found it to be excellent and well executed. So let me know in the comments if you have read this one, if you plan on picking it up. I would love to hear your thoughts on why you liked it or why it just wasn't a read for you. So leave me those comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Cambria, honey, come here. Come say hi. Magic appearing baby. So, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos every week. Yeah, thanks a lot. I will see you next time. Bye. Can you say bye? Bye. Okay, so, sorry. Can you hear her laughing?